Welcome to Fun Fresh Footy with Pete and Ash. Good morning, Peter.
Morning.
Good morning, Peter. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fun, Fresh and Footy, the podcast with terrible tips and great yarns. Peter and myself are back in the studio on a Thursday morning. We're on the morning shift this week.
Nice and early again.
Super early. We have tragic news that was just broken to us not that long ago. Electricians have been called, but the studio light is down again.
Broken again.
So RIP to the studio light.
I think that the wiring's just dodgy.
It could be. I'm not an electrician.
No, I'm not. Look.
Are we getting an electrician? Probably not.
No, probably not.
Actually, speaking of that, like, you know how we had a conversation the other day, how I was like, I need to message my real estate over like certain things, but I just can't be bothered to do it.
Yeah.
I did. I finally did it.
Oh, well done.
So my real estate now know that I'm getting a dog.
Imagine they come back and they're like, no, you can't get one. You're like, already did.
Yeah, it's been living there for 3 months, but it's fine.
There was a dog there before.
No, she was super cool about it, but there's also like, I'm guessing, you know when you like pull a PowerPoint out of a cord out of the PowerPoint things? Yeah. I'm guessing when my old housemate was like packing up, she's like given it a yank and it's full like pulled the fucking like whole thing out. Anyway, that's been like that for 2 months as well, and I'm like, I just don't want the house inspection to roll around and be like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I was being proactive, productive, getting that done.
Well done.
Were you proactive, productive this week?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think absolutely is the word of the day.
I have struggled to get out of bed nearly every morning.
Even though the weather's been like tremendous.
Oh, but not in the mornings. It's very cold in the mornings.
Yesterday morning the weather was dog shit.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Monday I tried to go, I'm going for a walk in the morning. I set an alarm, was like,
Which one was Monday? Monday was raining in the morning, but wasn't it?
No, it wasn't raining, but it was yucky. Anyway, I was like, no, I'm too tired. I'm going back to bed.
You deserve it.
I was like, Penel, you're going to have to take Frankie for a walk on your day off. It's like, okay. And then Tuesday, I'm like, all right, I'm going to the gym. I didn't go to the gym.
Oh, I love that.
I have a feeling I did go for a walk one morning. I just can't remember which one it was.
Were you on a walk yesterday afternoon?
Yeah, I've been for a few Arvo walks, but no gym. One footy training so far this week only.
You've got tonight.
I've got tonight. I didn't go to Monday or Wednesday. Anyway, I haven't been productive, but you know what? It's fine. I've had I did have a head knock on the weekend, and I've just been like justifying my laziness, being like, I'm probably supposed to
play
be
the concussion card. How is the head?
Not too bad. I have been like mostly seeing people at their houses. Like I feel like when I have to write reports, that's a nice indication
of how fucked your head is.
Although Monday I had to do a fair bit of report writing, and that was like fresh out of it, and I had a full-on breakdown for like 45 minutes, and then I was just like crying, and I was like, what do I do? I'm like, nothing. Anyway.
Did he know what to do? Did he fix?
Yeah. That's the thing. I was like, he was very comforting, but I'm like,
You don't even know what you want.
No. I'm like, I don't know why I'm sad. Like,
I can't picture you crying, eh?
Oh, God, it happens a lot. And when it does, especially when it's like one of those ones, I'm just like a wet fish that's like dead and just laying there. And I'm just like, there's no comforting me. And I like find it very hard to even, when someone's like trying to comfort you and you feel like you should try and be like, thank you, grateful for it. I'm just like, I can't even bring myself to be grateful. I can't even bring myself to be grateful for you, but I am. But like, I'm not going to show it.
It'd be nice if you could like telepathically tell them somehow.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, that was fine. Big breakdown. Came back after lunch. It was like, okay, I'm fine now. I'm fine.
Good. Get your shit together.
Anyway, rest of the week's been not too bad. Been not too bad. But yeah, today at training, I'll probably do a little sort of contact test just to see if it makes me feel like real headachy or sick or anything.
Do you reckon that's why you've struggled to get up this week?
Potentially. Yeah, probably also just going to bed a touch late.
We, when we're not in bed, lights out, TikTok down by like 8:30, 8:45, it plays into a really shitty start to the next day.
Yeah, we've been letting that fucking TV show roll around till about 10, which has been not good when you want to get up at early.
When you want to live, laugh, love, watch the sun come up. I don't know how people... Like, when I lived in Merriweather, because it was literally like a 2-minute walk to the beach, I also wasn't shift working, work bending every week. I used to love getting out, watching the sunrise and stuff. I literally cannot bring myself to get up before like 7:30 now on my days off.
I feel like I generally can get up early, like at least a few mornings a week. But
not an everyday person.
Not every day at the moment. But you know what? I feel like I would benefit from just getting up early every morning. Like, I think if you do it for like 3 weeks, you're kind of then in a routine and it would be fine.
It's a good
But it's
routine.
more because I'm not in the routine and it's like 1 to 2 mornings a week. I'm like, no, you're getting up.
I also like even one day this week, it might have even been yesterday, I set my alarm because on one of my night shifts I came home and it was really nice and I feel bad for the dog for being inside. So I'm like, I'll quickly take you for a walk. But because I'd gotten an early mark and I'd gotten home so early, it was still really dark. And I'm like, where can I walk that's going to be lit up? I don't particularly want to walk around Waratah in the dark.
Yeah.
Not after a 12-hour work bend. So I took him to the beach and the sunrise was so sick. Like, it was beautiful. I was like, I'll do that on one of my days off. And I set my alarm yesterday and I just like turned it off and I was like, fuck, I literally watch the sun come up every fucking day work. So like, it's, what am I missing?
Yeah. It's just hard.
And it is. It's cold in the mornings. It's trash. Yesterday morning, like I went for a walk at about 7:38 and I honestly thought it was going to rain the whole time I was there. The Kathmandu was zipped all the way to the top. I wish I'd worn a beanie. I was like, I'm not living my best life out here.
But you know what's annoying is like, when it's something you literally have to go to, your body's just like, I've got to do it. Why can't I treat the things that I just want to do, like a walk in the gym, as if it's something I have to do?
I don't know what it is about the whole gym label, but like, I'm so against, like I'm this close to cancelling my gym membership. Like I'm so close to cancelling it. I just like refuse to go. I bought myself a Pilates mat from Kmart the other day because I've been doing like Pilates in front of the TV and I'm like loving that. And I know I'm the same as you. I know I have to walk the dog and I'm just like, whatever, I'll go and do it.
Yeah.
But I'm still yet to go for a run for this fucking City to Surf that's on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, if it's something for myself, it's like,
Don't want to do
if
it.
it's something for like someone else, like for work or for like doing the potty or taking the dog for a walk, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Like if I snooze the alarm on Frank, it's like, there has to be another opportunity that, like, either I'm free in the afternoon or I'm like, Pernell, you need to do that or something.
I've said this a million times. I need a Pernell in my life.
Yeah. But like, yeah, because I'm like, I'm not going to not let her get a walk just because I wanted to sleep for another like 40 minutes.
That's like I get home from night shift. I literally get home from being on my feet for 12 hours. I'm dirty. I feel like absolute horseshit at 3 o'clock. Like I'm literally like setting alarms on my phone to like wake me up. And I'll get home. I'll drive Max to the beach. We will live, laugh, love, watch the most beautiful sunrise. I'll drive him all around town, even though he hates the car and it sends me insane. But I literally cannot get myself up to go for a little walk or even just like go and sit on my deck. I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Are we blaming the weather or your concussion?
I'm going to blame something. I think this week I can get away with concussion. So
I'm blaming your concussion too.
Yeah.
I think it's been playing on my mind.
Yeah. That's it. Empathy concussion.
Empathy concussion. And I've had fucking oodles of them since I've known you.
Yes, which is concerning. But anyway, literally like not productive, not proactive, nothing to do. Nothing really done anything special this week. Just worked. Yeah. On the weekend, obviously played a game of footy, got concussed.
Talk about that. Did you win?
No, we didn't. But definitely should have. We lost 15-10, but we had 2 yellow cards. And I just think it's too hard to play with 14 for 20 minutes of the game. And like we were up 10-5 at halftime and then they weren't scoring. And then when we got we'd already had our first yellow, and when we got our second yellow, it was a winger,
Yeah.
and they just scored 2 like just
Straight
off
off,
easy
yeah.
overlap, and it was like within quick succession, and then we kept him out for the rest of the game. But
What were the cards for?
Well, the first one was an accidental. Like even the ref acknowledged it was an accident. It was like a spear tackle.
Oopsie.
It wasn't like a bad one. It wasn't like no driving down. It was almost like just, you know, once they tip, they tip. Like it wasn't it wasn't like Nathan Cleary-esque where he's driven down into the ground. But just went past horizontal. Didn't fall on their head, thank God, which is, we don't want that.
We don't want that.
So that's good. But yeah, got sent for that. And then we just had repeat infringements like on the line. And then one of our players just like went straight in the side of a ruck on our line. And they were just like, nuts. Anyway, it was actually the same player that did the spear tackle, and the ref's like...
So she got 2 cheeses?
No. Oh. The ref comes over and's like, I don't want to give this person another yellow because it means I'll get a red.
Yeah.
We need to give it to someone else. She's like, go figure out who you can give it to. Anyway, I've like run over the girls. I'm like, someone's got to take this fucking yellow for old mate. And then like the time, it just took too long. And then the winger was just closest to the ref, and she's just like.
So the same chick went off?
No.
The other one.
No. The other girl was playing 8.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, she's just like, 14, get off. And it was actually hilarious because 14 is like a girl that she started playing with. She's just come from New Zealand like last week or something.
Yeah.
It's really nice, like, we're a great chick, but like, she came off after the game, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm like, no, mate. No. You didn't do anything.
If anyone, you should be sorry because you couldn't land on a player.
Yeah, I was like, no, not your fault. You actually did nothing wrong.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm sure it's a tale as old as time. Last in always gets the yellow.
Yeah.
So I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, look.
How was the ref in the game?
Look, they're all right. As per, there's always a few misses and things, but you're better than some of the ones we've had for sure.
Well, that's good. I'm glad there's an improvement in that department.
Yes. So it'll be interesting, but yeah, we've got. Then I was going to play for the Greens after, but I couldn't because obviously I hit my head. And they versus Uni, and they played one of the all-time like great efforts.
Yeah.
But they had no subs. Like I think they had one sub, and there was kind of a few niggling issues. So it was kind of like having no subs.
Someone told me, and like I've only played 2 games, so I can't even really remember. But someone was like, we had no backs.
Yeah, pretty much. There was Ruby was a back, Mia. That's about it.
Yeah, a 2-back line is not normally great.
No, I mean obviously they did shift forwards out there. They didn't just put like a 10-man scrum in.
That would have been lovely.
But
Well, the last game I played, we had forwards in the.
it's a forward heavy side. I think like moving into next year, we've got to try and recruit some backs.
Some backs, 100%.
Especially because I know there's a few girls that have come to play and they love playing in the forwards, but our team's like,
You can't. I wanted to play in the
you're
forwards.
too quick.
I wanted to play in the forwards. I played on the wing the last time.
Yeah, like I know there's a little girl that plays like prop in juniors.
Yeah.
And she's been playing like fullback when she comes.
Oh, God bless her. Look,
She kills it though, to be fair.
look, it's diverse, it's fun, it's fresh, it's footy.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
They narrowly lost, but they all.
It was a
put in
close.
massive effort. And to be fair, the referee was
Oh God, if I hear one more fucking ref comment this year, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It was really bad.
Where'd they play at uni?
At uni. I was running the cone out for our kicker, and the whole like there was a couple of girls in the uni side that are behind the post, like screaming at her from behind the post, like yelling out.
You're not allowed to do
And
that.
I'm like, turn to the ref, and I'm like, fucking.
Can we quiet this chirp behind the
I
post?
was like, sir, they're not allowed to yell at the kicker. And he just goes, they can yell.
Oh, well, fuck that. If I knew that, I'd be chirping every kick.
Well, then the next kick they had, our girls were just like, fuck it, started yelling at her.
Did they?
Yeah. And then the touchy for uni or the coach or something was like,
Can't do that.
you're not allowed to do that to Michael, who was
Yeah.
running water. And Michael's like, yeah, you can. We just said that. And he said, they can yell.
Look, I don't want to give these refs any more time because I fucking hate them. You just brought up someone, Michael. It's Michael's birthday today.
Yes, happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday, Michael. We are going for a little a party, a Thursday night party at the Mooney/Hollands resident this evening, which I'm looking forward to. The gang will all be together.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
I'm looking forward to that. But fuck the refs, up the greens, up the fucking wildflowers.
Up the greens, up the wildflowers. Anyway, yes, I have a game tomorrow night. Did I say this?
No.
At Warringah.
Ew.
Yeah. Which is actually kind of okay because it's the one time working on the Central Coast on a Friday afternoon's going to be
I was just going to say, are you like up the coast, down the coast?
Down the coast, yes. And I literally feel, my last client is like at my most southern point that I go to, so I'm like...
There is a higher lord above us.
Time it's been like a good thing to finish at 4:30 on the...
What time do you have to play?
7.
Oh, yuck. And then you're going to have to drive back.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. Originally I was trying to like tee up for Pernell to get in someone's car so that then he could at least come in my car with me on the way back. But I get the feeling there potentially could be people coming back with me anyway because I know some people are going down and then staying in Sydney.
Okay.
And maybe taking people. So I'm like, I can bring people back.
Now, why is this game being played on a Friday?
So a lot of our girls have been selected for country.
Yes.
And there's a country camp.
Is that what Brookie's in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Congrats, Brooke.
Congrats, Brooke. And there's a country camp on the Saturday, and we tried to be like toying with the idea. They were like, "Can we do an early game?" And they'll literally miss like an hour of this training camp.
Yeah.
And they're just like, "Nah."
Nice. Okay. It's
So
fine.
now we're playing Friday night. We'll have all our players, which is good.
That's tremendous.
Should have all our players. A lot of injuries at the moment.
Ugh, yuck. But that like clears out a whole weekend.
Oh, absolutely. And then as I remembered, last minute, I have my anniversary dinner on Saturday, which I almost like double booked myself to a
Peter forgot.
party. I did forget. And to be honest, it was actually booked for this Friday a few weeks ago, and I'd forgotten about that. And then I was like, I'm playing. And
Look.
so we've had to swap the booking, and I will not be swapping it again, all right? I'm going. No one asked me to do anything.
Peter's locked it. Where are we going? And when I say we, I'm not coming.
No idea. It's a surprise.
I love that.
I'm allowed to know.
I like don't know how long have you been together? 2 years?
2, yeah.
Oh, 2 of the best.
Yeah, been 2 good ones.
I'm just going to say I've really enjoyed our relationship with Pernell. I think we've really picked a winner here. I would really love my own Pernell to bring into the situation because he's tremendous. I did get a message yesterday afternoon from great friend of the show, NRL Bell, asking what I was doing over the weekend. Shock, I'm working, but I am off Saturday, and she's asked me for a beer, and I'm like, yep, 100%, I'll come for a Coopity Vuna. I was going to extend the invitation. I was going to extend the invitation, but I'm like, oh, you're literally live, laugh, loving with Pernell.
What time though?
I don't know.
I'm going to get a lot of FOMO.
I don't know.
We could just, Pernell and I could maybe both come for a couple.
Oh, no,
to
Pernell...
wet the lips before
Pernell
we
is
head out.
100% invited.
Yeah.
It's a joint invitation.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're going, what we're doing, what time.
Maybe we could just come have 1 or 2, watch a bit of footy before we go to dinner.
And then come after.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Yeah, like... Oh, no, that just reminded me of a time I was going to meet up with someone and I was a little bit nervous. So I'd gone to Peter's house before it and I was having a few beers, and this is when your old housemates were still living here. And we were just like getting really like carried away. And like it got to the point where I like didn't even want to go and meet this chick because I just wanted to stay with Peter and keep carrying on. And I think you even messaged me later and you're like, are you coming back?
I probably was just sitting here on my own then, still drinking, just like, I hope Creb comes back.
I was like, I kind of want to. We have fun. Where are we? Anniversary. We don't know where we're going.
No.
You could potentially just be coming to the pub with me and Annabelle.
Potentially. Maybe that's where he's booked.
Holy fuck, that would be mad. That would be so mad. I'd love it if my anniversary dinner was with all my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I'm very excited for that. I'm sure that'll be great. Hopefully I can have a few beers with you also.
I'd like
in terms of everyone, I'm just like not sure if I'm playing on Friday, but I'm going to do a little contact.
We've got to check today.
Do a contact test. If it makes you feel like give a shit, then obviously I won't play on Friday. But if I'm all good, I'm all good.
And I hope you win.
Well, it's just back on footy. I just want to say deepest condolences to Mazzy, one of our best
Big Maz, yeah.
She's done an ACL, which is just heartbreaking. She was having like one of the best seasons. Like she's been playing. She always plays.
She is a rip snorter.
Always plays great, but as per was just having such a good season.
Oh, like a contact injury or like a stepping off it?
Look, I actually don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was in a tackle, but I could be wrong.
Oh, poor bugger. She is a gun.
Yeah. Also, Shana, one of our Queens of War Hope, she's also had a tear of something. I think they had a meniscus.
Oh, Shana, I'm so sorry.
But she was going for an appointment to see if she needed to get surgery. I haven't heard the update on that. So she's also going to be out for the season though, which is heartbreaking.
Oh, and she's a lovely, lovely young lady. I had a really great time with her at the Bender the other week.
Yes.
Also, I've just been informed, Keely, the official sister of our show.
Now we're doing the injury list. Yes.
She's had a fall.
Yes. She was playing soccer. Not really sure like how she did the injury, but shout out to her. We hope she's feeling better. She's been pretty much unable to walk for like 2.5 weeks now, which is not good.
That's not good considering legs are made for walking.
Well, exactly. And she's been for fucking every scan known to man.
Ooh, you're a poet.
And they're just still trying to work out. I think she went to the doctor the other day and they think maybe not surgery, maybe the bones are in a good enough place that she won't need surgery, but she's using up her sick leave. Quick sticks.
Oh, if it's not COVID, it's a fucking broken ligament that's sucking up our sick leave.
I know.
It leaves no room for just that little naughty Friday night sickie.
For a hangover sickie.
100%.
Or a rip and tear sickie. Like,
or I just feel like live, laugh, loving today.
Exactly.
I'm getting my hair done. I'm going to play football and hopefully it doesn't get me a final written warning at work.
Yes, look. So, Keely, we hope you recover quickly.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Keels. It makes it very hard to be an ambulance driver.
It does. It's hard to save lives when you can't walk.
You can't walk. Look,
it's a tale as old as time.
It is a tale as old as time because I hate to make this about myself for 2 seconds. When I did my elbow all these years ago, you don't realise how much you rely on both limbs or even just a limb until it's completely out of action.
Yeah.
When I did my elbow, even like my chest, I like could not fucking get up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, I don't have the core strength to
really
just
use
roll.
the whole body all the time.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's a two-arm job to get you up. And like I haven't had the leg injury, so I can't really compare.
Yeah.
But look, we're thinking of you and we're thinking of your ligaments.
We are. May they heal quickly.
Yeah.
How's your week been? I fucking yapped for so long.
It's lovely to hear a chirp, and a little yarn from you. Look, my week's been fine. Like I said, worked as I always am. I haven't had any allergic reactions to anything this week, which is good. I did buy myself, because my eyes have still been so itchy since like that happened. But I hate like actual eye drops. Like I just physically can't put them in myself.
Is it your eyeballs or your eyelids?
It's my eyelids.
Yeah, well, I don't think eye drops are going to fix eyelids.
Oh, well, everyone's been telling me that I need to use eye drops, but I found this like spray thing that I just spray on my eyelids. I just need to like religiously use it.
Yeah. What does it do? Is it like a lubricant one or is it?
I think so.
Because I remember I had an eye thing, again, bringing it back to me. But I remember for a while, for ongoing a few months, it's like, you know when your eyes blew up fully? It was kind of like that, but like like a lot smaller, but it was like similar, like bumpy red, was a bit blown up. And it would just happen like off and on randomly. And I had like
Is it happening in this house?
Yes.
Oh my God.
But like years ago. This is like when I was working at Noah's.
Yeah.
And I had like a little steroid cream that I used to put on.
Well, that might be potentially my next bet because I feel like my eyelids are still like I've always had big puffy droopy eyelids, and I'm like, were they always?
Get the baby photos out.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to like check some photos to make sure they weren't always this big. But this stuff works. It like kind of cools them down. It says on the packet like hold it 10 centimeters away. I don't know like 10 centimeters when I'm gauging myself.
It's hard to tell with your eyes closed also.
Correct. But it like fucking goes everywhere. So you've got to have like something at hand to like clear your face. Unless you want to go for the shiny cheeks. I'm sure there is people that do that. But anyway, that isn't the most exciting thing that happened in my week. My eye spray. I can't remember whether I said last week that I was getting into painting.
Yes.
I went and helped Emily get some shit for her house the other day. And when we were at Kmart, they had these big paint by numbers canvases.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like, look, I know we're here for you, but I hate to make this about me, but I'm a little bit into painting at the moment. So anyway, we got a couple of them and we did like a Bogan version of Pinot and Picasso.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. And like I've got a spare one at home that I'm just like chipping away at. And I really like it. It's kind of therapeutic a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm not very good.
Yeah.
At all.
No, neither.
I'm not good at all. I rush it a little bit, but next time you come to King Street, there could potentially be all my artworks hung up everywhere because I don't know what I'm going to do with them all when they're done.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm going to have to display them. I got a new iPhone yesterday, which
Did
was...
you?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I got the 13 or something. I went in and was like... I was like, I just want to buy an iPhone, like just buy it outright and I'll just get a like credit plan or whatever. Anyway, within 2 seconds, he's like talked me out of that because of like some value or bullshit. But anyway, so I got a new iPhone. So we've got a new camera.
On a plan now though?
It's still on a plan, but whatever the plan I was on, they've this is so boring, but like they've upgraded the data or something. So I'm getting like a fuckload of data, which is great because like at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm stuck in a massive TikTok hole at work.
It's not going to be chewing through your data.
It won't be chewing through my data.
Well, it will be, but there's plenty to chew through.
And I think I'm saving like $12 a month. So shout out to Telstra.
Shout out to the consultant there.
Oh God, don't even get me started on the absolute honey that served me at Telstra. Like I'm getting hot under the collar thinking about it. But anyway, other than that, look, I don't know. I live, laugh, love on my night shifts. After my night shifts, catch to sunrise.
Mad.
I caught a sunrise, I should say. Had brekkie with the boys after work, one of them. Like really lived my best life. Actually, I'll just have one more story. I finished my last night shift, went out for a bacon and egg roll and a coffee with the boys.
See, I thought they were pies and you were just doing the pie night a day late,
morning
late.
I've completely, it wasn't a very good photo, but they wouldn't sit still for a photo.
Yeah.
It's like trying to get a photo of my dog.
Yeah.
They kind of are my work dogs. Shout out to Richard and Neil. But anyway, this bacon and egg roll was tremendous. It was so good. It was on Thomas Street in Wallsend. I can't remember the name of the place. Anyway, when we got there, I'm like, I normally just go home and sleep straight after my last one for a couple of hours and then be productive, sort of. Anyway, the boys were getting a coffee and I'm like, I actually feel like really good and I'm about to have a feed. Maybe I'll just have a half strength and I'll just go be super productive and I won't sleep because that sounds like a really great idea. Anyway, I had my coffee, went and picked Max up and I was going to take him to Carrington for a walk. It rained the whole car ride and he hates the windscreen wipers, so he was just like screaming constantly. I was like, I'll still just drive to Carrington to double check that it's not raining in just that one spot. It definitely was. Took him home and was at my wit's end. I'm like you're actually going to send me fucking insane if you keep barking. I was like, I'm just going to go and lay down for like an hour or so. I honestly didn't even feel like I'd slept at all. Like I honestly just felt like I was laying there with my eyes shut, but I had the most horrific dreams. Like I was getting chased through an airport. A young girl was like shot in a farm, like at a field in a farm. And I like,
oh my God,
I like woke up and like in a sweat because I was in my Kathmandu. I was like, that's right. I think I've even said on this show before, really shouldn't be drinking caffeine before I shut my eyes.
No, we thought we'd learnt that lesson.
I thought I've learnt a lot of lessons, but I feel like
sometimes you just got to learn it a few times.
Sometimes it's fun. It's fun to make the same mistake several times, but like honestly, that was awful after that. So I won't be doing that again.
No.
But anyway, that was my week in a nutshell. I go back to work tomorrow, and then just like looking forward to the birthday bash tonight, and and then the anniversary drinks on Saturday. Yeah. So it's all well and good in Camp Ashley. Better bring up some notable mentions. Alrighty, notable mentions time. What have we got? Oh, nothing.
I don't have many. I had one written down. I think there's a lot of footy ones that we can go off that I'll probably like remember. There's like a few things happening in footy.
Do you mean like when we do the review or no now?
Footy notable mentions, but
I've only got one footy one.
Yeah, I've just got one and it's not related to footy. So I'm just going to tell the story. Oh, could you hear that crackle?
I can hear it, but it happens every now and then.
It might be because I keep banging the wire.
Did you hear that? Sorry, go.
I was on another walk on Saturday morning before my footy game. I was like, take Frankie out. I was like, I've got 2 games of footy today. I'll be out all day. Take her for a nice walk in the morning. Just walking around near home and like, as I've said previously on these podcasts, like the number of questionable characters on Bronca Road has increased dramatically.
Yeah, what's happened? Are they breeding really quickly or?
I don't know, but there's a new set of apartments that have gone up and mate, whoever, like the people that are moving in, I actually feel bad. One of my friends is moving in there. They've bought one. The questionable characters have absolutely torn this place to shreds already. Like they've smashed in the doors. Like I saw a guy come in that was
Is this
like,
the one like legit across the road?
No, just up the road.
Oh.
They were like shooting up in the little nook.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, doesn't matter. I was going for a walk and I walked past one house and I was like, oh, there's a HelloFresh box. And it was just like, I was like, oh, that's just like uncomfortably close to the path for me.
Yeah.
Like it was just like path, HelloFresh box. I'm like, I'm not going to nick it, but like...
I could if I wanted to.
If I wanted to, I definitely could. I just feel like there needs to be a little bit more work trying to get it into somewhere a bit hidden or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, I was like, whatever. Kept walking. I was on the phone to Mum and I just like came back around. That one wasn't on Bronca Road. This next one, new apartments. I'm like, people must have moved in already.
Yeah.
3 HelloFresh boxes all stacked up just in this little nook.
So HelloFresh are doing the rounds that morning.
Yeah, obviously. I'm like, well, the HelloFresh fucking delivery people are out and about today. But they're in this nook that's literally like, inside that only goes to sort of like a downstairs lobby thing. I'm just like, feels like they should have been buzzing that doorbell. It's like 8:30 too. I'm like, I feel like they should have been buzzing that doorbell, being like, get it inside. Anyway,
they might deliver it at like 1 a.m.
They might. Anyway, I'm like, again, path, HelloFresh boxes on Bronca Road as well. I'm like, that again would be very easy to steal.
That's an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, anyway, so then me and Frankie keep walking and there's this man that's walking past with his dog and he was already a bit weird. He was like, ooh, and I was like, Frankie, come over here. Anyway, it was fine. He made a weird noise at me as we walked past and I was like, whatever. I was like talking to Mum and I'd literally just said to Mum, I'm like, God, these HelloFresh boxes are just left too close to the paths.
For my liking.
Anyway, I turn around and old mate that just walked past me has walked past this nook, looked in at the HelloFresh boxes, jumped back, and's like, oh, big gasp.
He's made another noise.
And I'm like, oh no, he's spotted the HelloFresh boxes. And I'm just like...
And he's having a similar thought to you, but...
Well, yeah, way worse.
But carrying through with it.
So I'm like, I should mention he's holding one of those like cottony sort of trolleys under his arm that's like got the wheels and it's like fabric. Anyway, he's like that under his arm, got his dog, and then he just like, he's in there for ages. I just keep looking back. He's in there for so long. Next thing, he just comes out with his trolley that's just like completely brick and square size. He's holding the trolley out like, and
so he's put the whole fucking box.
You can tell he's like struggling with this fucking trolley because it's now filled with a HelloFresh box,
fresh food and produce.
I'm not sure why he wasn't using the wheels on this trolley. He's just carrying it out, like straight arming it.
Because they're heavy, them boxes.
They are heavy. Anyway.
Those ice bricks like really weigh it down, not even including the food that's inside it.
Yeah.
What a little thief.
I know. And I was just like...
Did you manage to make eye contact with him after?
No, I was like further away and then I'm like...
Did you consider then going back to get another box?
No, I was considering going back to just double check if he had, and like... I was like, God, I wish I was a bit closer. Maybe I could like take a picture and just send it to the Strata or whoever the fuck I sent it to. I don't know. Anyway, I ended up just being like, what am I going to do about it? Hopefully whoever it was can call HelloFresh.
Report it, get it like sent back.
It wouldn't surprise me if by the time they got down to it, all 3 were gone because of how many characters are on this street. But
and just how close they are to the public.
Oh, it's too close. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious. I was like...
That's hilarious that you mentioned that because I didn't get HelloFresh. I got like I think it's Dinnerly. I got a Dinnerly box the other day and I must have ordered it between like 1 a.m. and 7 because it was on my doorstep when I got up at 7. And when I like brought it inside, it's not the same as HelloFresh, but when I brought it inside, like it's not light by any means.
No.
And fuck, I live in Waratah. If it was like out and about having a night on my front porch, anyone could have pinched it. I wish they did because I don't like any of the food in it.
But it's like, it doesn't surprise me as to how all of our stuff
goes missing.
Gone
Makes
missing.
sense as to why you never got the shirt that I delivered to you last year.
Yes.
Fuck you people on Brunker Road.
If it's the same bloke, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Was he wearing a Steel City shirt by any means?
Imagine, I didn't even think to look.
Oh, what an asshole. But there are some strange characters. And
Yeah.
congratulations to you for not stooping to that level and coming home with a box.
I just can't believe, like...
What time was this?
Like 8:30 in the morning.
Oh, so sun's out.
Sun's out. Sun's well and truly
There's
out.
light on every... Do they have security
I
cameras?
have no idea. Like, they mustn't, because there's some odd activity happening at these fucking apartments.
If people are shooting up in the Nook, of course HelloFresh boxes are going to get stolen.
Exactly.
If they're not stopping that, they're not stopping anything.
No, exactly. You'd think they would stop the shooting up before they stopped the stealing of HelloFresh boxes.
This might sound a little bit bizarre, but do you think in like times like that, it'd be nice if we had like a Batman or a Spider-Man that would come through and stop this like petty crime?
Yes. Because I felt like I was like, do I need to just go up and tackle him?
I've got a concussion, I can't.
Well, I didn't have it yet. This was pre-concussion. I might have then gone into the game with one if I hit my head on the concrete tackling this man.
Oh, well, like, thank God you didn't. And
But like, exactly.
sometimes the town needs...
That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no justice for this fucking HelloFresh box, is there?
Who's going to stop the petty crime? Like, the police are obviously busy.
The police aren't going to come and worry about a HelloFresh box.
I feel like Spider-Man or Batman, this is like right up their alley. This is
Yeah.
something they would 100% be into.
Yes, yes.
But then I'm like, if there's no security cameras, how will Batman or Spider-Man know?
Well, I could have sent out a bat signal.
And Spidey's senses tingling.
Yeah, yeah. It may have been hard to do a bat signal in the day.
Oh, now we've run into problems.
Maybe it's some sort
Maybe
of-
that's why Batman actually hasn't like set up shop in Broadmeadow.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
too well lit.
Maybe we need a Spidey. Spidey would go well here just because of all the like high buildings. He'd need the his webs.
Well, now there's apartments in Broadmeadow,
Well, was at apartments.
so this would be fantastic. And there's trees.
It
There's
would
shit
have
that he
been
can
very
swing off.
convenient if Spider-Man was on the top of this building as the robbery's going on and he could have just swung down and got
Keeping
the HelloFresh
watch.
box back.
Spider-Man, if you are listening, like, be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Peter's not going to do it. I'm fucking 100% not going to do it.
I
I'm
don't
not chasing
need to be
anyone.
out here trying to make citizens arrests.
I had to chase the dog the other day in my backyard because he ran off with my vape under the house, and I like had to chase him, and I was like fucking puffed after it. There's no way I'm making a citizen's arrest on Brunker Road
No.
ever.
No.
Oh well, I'm really sorry to the people in the apartments that happened to,
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
because they're not cheap, them boxes.
Oh,
Unless you get one of those little cards.
and neither would be the apartments that they've just bought that are brand new.
God, they've got a mortgage, and now they've got
No dinner.
no dinner. Fuck. Did you ever use HelloFresh?
Yeah. I've the usual like cheap codes and stuff. I've never just like bought a box for myself.
No, I've never done that. When I was living in Merriweather, we abused the system. I hope no one from HelloFresh listens to this, but like we abused the system so bad. Like we made so many different like email accounts to get these free boxes that they actually refused to send them to my address in Merriweather. So we got it sent to my parents' house in Aberglasslyn just so we could still get it. So I really like squeezed all of the juice out of HelloFresh.
You're basically the same as this guy. No, you're not stealing from
I was
someone
about
else.
to say I am exactly the same as this man.
No, you're stealing directly from HelloFresh. He's stealing from another person.
Yeah, he's stealing from a new homeowner, and that I'm not. I don't agree. I don't stop.
That's where we draw the line.
Yeah, I'm not stealing from fucking them. I'm like Robin Hood, steal from the rich, give to the poor. Was there anything else on HelloFresh? I'll go
No,
through
that
my
was
like
it.
not football ones. I just like I don't know if you've heard or noticed, but apparently like they banned plastic bags like altogether. Like takeaway shops and stuff aren't allowed to use them.
Yeah.
Like bottle-os, I don't know whether they do or not. Obviously like supermarkets and shit don't. But like the last couple of times that I've ever ordered like Indian, Thai dishes, even potentially like a burger on Uber Eats, I'm getting a plastic bag.
See,
So I want to know
I
what's
also
happened.
am, but I remember, like, obviously, you know, when they initially banned it, like, a fair while ago now.
Do you mean like the supermarket one?
Yeah. But, like, your little niche supermarkets and yada, 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 we're still having them. I went to a convenience store the other day, and I was like, can I have a plastic bag? And he's like, no, we're not allowed to anymore. And I was like, oh.
I honestly feel like maybe
Do you have a paper one?
I need something to carry this
He's
in.
like, no. And I'm like, well, what are people... People don't come prepared with green bags to a little corner
Quickie
store.
Mart, no way.
No.
How much shit did you have to carry?
Look, not heaps, but it would have been nice.
Not
to
a
have
bag would have been nice.
It would have been nice.
It would have been nice if fucking Mr. HelloFresh was walking past and you could have borrowed his cart. Maybe you need
It was full.
Maybe you need to start carrying a cart. Is that what we're coming to? We need to start carrying carts with us?
I'm not going to.
I'm not either.
I'm absolutely not
I
going
refuse to carry a cart or an umbrella or anything that's going to convenience me in any way.
I think the inconvenience of having it all the time outweighs the convenience it would be.
Yeah, I don't really buy that much stuff.
No. I mean, and then unless I'm going shopping, in which case I take bags.
But that's Woolworths. Like, I don't take bags to anywhere.
Oh, no, I don't take bags to anywhere.
It'd be very interesting to know if, like, the farmers markets are doing plastic bags. Or are they... I haven't been to the farmers markets in ages.
Neither.
Because that's very, like, hip Hessian bag, like, tote bag, whatever.
Yeah.
You have to pay in cash only or something.
Yeah.
God, correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it is, but I feel like people, even if they had plastic bags, I feel like that people that go to the markets would be shaming you about wanting a plastic bag.
100%.
And I think they'd shame you even if you took a Woolies bag. I think it's like Hessian fucking...
Only.
Tote bag.
Hessian only.
Hessian tote bags only.
Oh, great. Well, look, again, I hate to bring Spider-Man back into this, but who's policing this Thai food, Indian food, plastic bag saga? Because I'm still getting them, and I don't know how to dispose of them correctly. Like, they're just going in my bin. Is that normal?
Well, look, there's a lot of other plastic going in the fucking bin.
You make an excellent point. I just want to bring up another notable mention. So I bought my new iPhone yesterday. Completely happy with it, happy with the service, whatever. When they were like doing like the data transfer and whatnot, he's like taking it out of the box and like, you know how it comes with like the charger or the fucking thing to stick in the side to get your SIM card out and whatnot. I was kind of like looking at the box and thinking, God, that looks like super duper thin, but nothing was sort of like calculating in my head.
Yeah.
He goes to me like, here's your charger, but it's one of those like quick charging cords.
I had the same issue.
So if you want
to use it, you need a brick.
You need to buy the brick separately. And I just thought, wow, like I'm already getting like a fucking $1,300 phone, and now you want me to pay extra. Like, do you reckon like, and I refuse to get anything other than Apple because I'm almost 30. I'm stuck in my ways. Like, we all know this. I don't want to learn anything else. That's why I'm high functioning anxiety. But now I'm like anxious that do I need this charger?
Look, I have had a new iPhone for ages now. Doesn't look that new, but it was. And same thing. I like getting excited, whipping out my new phone, like setting it up, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just like,
what is this?
This charger won't fit. So I've actually just been rocking the old charger.
I think I'm going
for the last like 6 months. But we do have we've bought another port from like JB Hi-Fi or something that's got like a fucking regular plug, like 4 USB-C plugs.
Yeah.
And 4 USB plugs or something in the one charger.
God, that sounds excellent for the power.
Yeah, we don't use them all at once, but it's just nice to have the option. So we do use a fast charger in that one, but I don't rarely use it because the other one's right next to my bed.
But I'm like, Apple, you're already squeezing so much from me. And unfortunately, I'm going to let you squeeze me.
Yeah. I think you maybe can get one back up on them by just buying a port that's not there from them.
That's good. That's a good idea.
Because it's just a USB-C connection.
I'm sure if I went to JB Hi-Fi and asked someone, I could get something I think you just reasonably priced.
Fuck you, Apple. I'm getting a fucking...
I know. I'm like, I've already got the watch. I've got the AirPods. I've got the fucking laptop that really dislikes me. It seems to fucking break constantly. And now I'm like, great, now I've got to get the extra fast charging power thing.
Yeah. It does charge it quicker though, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it would fit my laptop charger. Probably not.
What? Maybe.
Because it's a funny connection. I didn't bring it. It might be. That'll be a job for this afternoon for me to check it out. I'll check it out, and if I remember, I'll report back.
Yeah, please.
Let's be honest. I probably won't. Let's talk some rugby league. What have we got on the rugby league?
What have we got? I've got a fair few out. So obviously, there's the Nathan Cleary tackle. Yeah. Want to talk about that? I don't really care about it that much. Never. Everyone's fucking jumping around saying like, oh, he shouldn't get as long or blah.
He fucking should get as long. Carl Lawton got 4 or 5 weeks for basically the same tackle earlier on in the year.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of annoying how they're like, oh, we don't want these superstars to like miss out on finals. Latrell Mitchell broke the sexiest man in rugby league's face and missed the grand final.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm sorry, you can't be doing silly bugger things like that.
No. For some reason, they've always got a bit of a like soft spot for halves.
We don't on this show.
I don't really care what position you play. And to be honest, like, yeah, I'm sure he didn't intentionally drop someone on his head. No. But like once like we talked about it earlier in the show, once they tip, he kept driving. The fact is that they could have broken someone's neck, so that's why it's harshly penalised.
Exactly.
As much as it's not on purpose, they're just like, if anyone does it, you're going to get a long time so that it doesn't happen anymore. People are more careful.
We have to be more careful. And like he was pretty like genuine about, like Cleary was genuine about it, coming out on social media and stuff. And look, I feel bad for him because
no one wants to miss that.
No, and he is a great player and like he is excellent for Penrith. But unfortunately, if we don't want it in the game, regardless of whether it's fucking the Jack Scott Cup or the NRL Telstra Premiership, we don't want it.
No. Although the ref that was there when I got dropped on my head didn't seem to care about them too much.
Look, I feel like if we're having like an awards night at the end of the year, Marge of the Year is going to just referee, a blanket referee. Spoiler alert.
What other ones do we have in footy? Obviously, Mitchell Moses is out also.
So he broke his finger?
But kept playing the whole game, so I'm pretty sure. Good on him.
What a hard cunt. Yeah. Paddy Carrigan, he's out for 4 weeks for that hip drop tackle that broke Hastings' leg, and now he's out as well.
Oh, God. That actually made me feel sick watching that. I felt so sorry for Hastings.
Like, could you see it break?
No, you know when you, like, it kind of just, like, went the wrong way, and then when he was on the ground, like, you know when you've ever been, like, so hurt that you're, like, wriggling? Like, trying to get away from the pain almost? He's like full wriggling on the ground. You could just tell he was in so much pain, and I was like, oh.
Because what bone did he break? Did he break the top part or the bottom part?
I don't know.
Because I saw on TikTok the other day that...
Oh, as in the leg. Yeah. It was down the bottom.
Oh, that's all right. Because I was going to say, I saw something on TikTok the other day that whatever the bone is, which I should know, the top femur, it's like stronger than steel and concrete. Yeah. So I was like, geez.
Yeah, it's pretty wild when people break that one. And you can like bleed out real quick if you break your femur.
Ew, gross. Yuck, I don't want to talk about that. So Paddy Carrigan's missing 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is sad because I vibe him. But that's like also don't do it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And listening to other people, there's apparently that is a really like trained technique.
Oh, really?
So it's not like because it used to be okay, I think.
Okay.
But it's not like one that comes naturally. So like it should be easy to get out. Because it's not like a accident. People do it on purpose.
We need to have a yarn with the wrestling coaches, and we need to rub that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go back to the drawing board.
Yep.
Who else is out off the top of the dome?
Egan Butcher's out for 1 week.
Yeah, Butch. Lindsay Collins has been rested for potentially the rest of the season with his head knock. That was nasty.
Yeah, he was out.
That was nasty, and I feel really sorry for him. First game back after the State of Origin HIA, and then got it was friendly fire too, wasn't it?
Can't remember.
I can't remember either. I think he hit someone. I think he hit. Who did we play?
Manly.
He hit the Manly player's hip, and then Jared's arm hit him as well. So it was like a double whammy.
God, poor bloke.
So, yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah. Also, Jared Warrior-Hargreaves just accepted a fine for his little incident. Elbow to the face of old mate Fulton. Although...
Did you hear what he said to him?
What a little fucking... I actually was like, I wish you gave it to him more. Like, imagine on your debut thinking it's okay to come out to a veteran of the game and say, don't you think it's time you retire?
I agree. He really should have given him the left-right. Even though we don't condone it, but...
Oh,
in that
mate,
sense,
on
we
a
do.
debut?
Yeah, you chirpy little prick.
Where you're getting flogged?
Yeah, you chirpy little prick. Like, you've been in the... The Manly's been in the media all week, and now you want to be lippy?
You're literally only making your debut because 7 of your starting players refuse to play. Shut your mouth.
Shut your lips.
And you know what? I don't want to be rude, but he's probably only in the side because of his name. That's probably how he got his start.
100%. What, his old man or his pop is a immortal?
Yes.
Eh.
Look,
I'm glad Jared's
your
not out,
family's
but-
done some great stuff. I think you need to earn your right to tell people to retire.
That's 100. Yeah. Do not be coming out on your debut, flapping your gums, and not expecting an elbow.
You're lucky you didn't get worse, is all
Yeah,
I can
you're
say.
100%. Shout out to Jared.
Yeah.
Don't you ever retire, you bloody beast of a man. I love you.
Because originally I'm like, oh, God, why would he... Like, just a bit annoying because he's giving away a penalty. But then when I heard that, I was like, you know what? Fuck him.
He deserved it. And we won, so fuck
And we
you.
won. And you'll probably be back to the reserves list this week, mate.
Yeah, enjoy playing second grade.
Nice little drive-by at Zach Fulton.
I just realised I looked at my notable mentions and I wrote David Nofaluma to the Storm, but I think we spoke about that last week. He's starting for the Storm.
He's starting for the Storm this week, which, I think we did talk about it. That's a great buy. That'll be excellent.
That will be. And, congrats to Dave because, that'll be nice to just play in a fun, fresh, flirty team for a bit.
He's, supposed to go back after, but I, wouldn't be surprised if the Storm get a little whisper. If he plays well, especially, if the Storm are
I can guarantee he will.
Excuse me, you want to stay here?
You know how, there's that age-old saying and it's the grass isn't greener on the other side? I have an inkling.
That the grass is much greener.
It's, manicured to perfection. The edges are cut in perfectly.
Yeah.
And, that turf and page that we follow. And, it's always, really nice, lines done on the lawn. That's what Melbourne's lawn looks like.
And they're in it, look, maybe their edges are a little bit underdone at the moment because of all the injuries.
But he's the fucking landscaper.
But he's the one, he's bringing an edger with him when he comes. And so the rest of the lawn's looking, beautiful. He's going to come in, do the edges.
And it's going to look tremendous. And, you look over in the Tigers' backyard, and this is no disrespect to the Tigers, but I played on a football field at Windale once that, literally made me rash up when I'd get tackled and the grass was, long. I'm having a feeling it could potentially be them vibes.
Yeah.
It's Windale lawn.
It's Windale vibes. Yeah.
I wasn't looking at anything.
No, I was just looking at the lawn.
Oh.
I was going to compare.
I mowed my lawn yesterday. It's looking fun and fresh.
It just doesn't need too many mows during winter, does it?
No,
It's
it doesn't, but it definitely... it just, you know how a freshen up haircut sometimes?
Oh, absolutely.
It's like a little facelift.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was almost like it was winking back at me to thank me. 'Cause it looks really good. What else did you have?
Nothing really. I can't really remember what I was doing. Oh, we should probably talk about Com Games.
Oh, yes.
I don't know a great deal.
Neither.
We've got heaps of golds. We're winning.
Yeah.
Kyle Chalmers won the 100 free.
Emma McKeon is having a rip snorter.
Yeah, most decorated Commonwealth athlete of all time.
We like to see that. I've been watching dribs and drabs only when I'm at work because it's the only thing on.
Rowan Browning won his heat in the 100 metre sprint. He ran a 10:10.
Oh, that's fast.
That is fast.
Oh, yes, I know him. Was he the mullet dude?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shout
he
out.
goes through to the final or the semi-final, whatever. Again, I should have done some research.
I didn't do any research.
Should I look up how many medals we've got?
We've got a lot. We're winning, aren't we?
Yeah.
It is nice to see us dripping in gold. Where is the next Olympics?
I
I could probably. I'll look that up while you look your bit up. Sorry to everyone that has to hear me snort into the microphone.
Oh, so we've got 106 medals.
Holy doolies.
But...
Paris, oui, oui.
Oh, oui, oui.
Bonjour.
We have 42 gold, 32 silver, 32 bronze.
42 golds.
Wild. And then...
I think we need to lift so we can get another 2 and then raise the bat.
Who have we got? Mate, we've won a fucking weightlifting. Zach Subtlety Cook. Oh, we've won a fucking 4 times 100 metre medley relay.
Oh, love that.
I think.
I was watching the triathlon the other day and that was hectic. Just
the mixed medley relay, I'm sorry. Ariane Titmus has won again.
Oh.
800 metre freestyle.
Atta gal. Who was the...
Cole Pierce. Don't know.
Who was the... Oh, and so Emma McKeon, like this has nothing to do with like the medal tally and stuff, but she's dating that...
Cody Simpson. Now, he has to like really lift because he won like... He's doing all right, but he needs to lift because the ex-boyfriend... Kyle, he's won. Yes.
So we need, if there's going to be a little bit of drama in this, we need him to win as well.
Well, interestingly, so Cody Simpson had look, I dare say this is all finished now because this was a while ago. But Cody Simpson and Carl Chalmers had qualified for the final of the 100 metre butterfly, I believe. Yep. And then Carl Chalmers pulled out of the 100 metre butterfly final to focus on his 100 metre freestyle, which leaves the door open for Cody Simpson to win it, but did he? Don't know.
Look that up, but I just want to, as soon as you said butterfly, that is such an alpha stroke.
Yeah.
Anyone that can butterfly in general, let alone fast 100 metres, 100 metres is a fucking long swim.
You know what? That actually used to be my stroke when I was younger.
Of course it was.
And then I got fat and I wasn't very good at it anymore.
I've never been a good swimmer, Like, never I loved athletics, growing up, but yeah, I don't think I'm as buoyant in the water as like a Emma McKeon, Ariana Titmus.
No. I mean, I think they're just pumping their legs and arms quickly enough that they just fucking fly through.
But thank God there are people like that, so we can have a show where we can give them thanks and praise, and
exactly,
they're going to be dripping in gold.
The most important one, the girls won the sevens.
Oh, yes. Congratulations to our Aussie sevens
well
girls. Rip Snorter. I even set a fucking alarm to watch it at work because it was on at like 3.
It was like 5:40.
5:40, or maybe the whole
final was.
Oh, was it? Well, I'd set an alarm to... Oh, no, yeah. This was just another game because I was like, I need to just... Like, I love the rugby sevens. I remember...
It's like the most fucked time zone, this Commonwealth Games, for us to watch it.
Well, remember Tokyo? It was fucked as well. Or maybe...
I think Birmingham's like exactly 12 hours
behind.
Different to us. So it's like everything's just... It's like a nocturnal Olympics. Everything's... the times that normally would be in the day, but at night.
I hate to break it to you, but when we go to Paris for the Olympics, it's going to be just as bad, which doesn't work. It's fine for me when I'm on night shift, except when I purposely set a 3:30 alarm. I think we were versing Fiji this game, and I was getting it set up. I'm trying to make my 7+ account so I can just watch it. Oh, shock, I get busy. Shock, I have to do something. And I'm like, it's a 14-minute fucking game. I'm going to miss it. And yeah, I did. But we won.
Yeah.
And there was a young Newcastle girl.
Jessie Southwell, yeah.
In the team?
In it. I didn't get to... Look, I watched about 1 or 2 of the games all up. I watched like the very first game they played against South Africa where we absolutely pumped them.
Love that.
Yeah, so we beat Fiji in the final. Fiji actually beat Australia in the round games. So it was nice to come back and beat them. And we also had to beat New Zealand to get into the final against Fiji, which is like very impressive.
Yeah, because they're very good.
Very good.
I'll never forget when we went to Brazil, and Brazil time zone obviously mustn't be a scat because it was the final against the Black Ferns. Is that what they are?
Yeah.
And
something like that.
It must have been the first time the women had like their Aussie Sevens rugby thing. And I remember just like falling in love with Charlotte Caslick and just being like, I think I love this sport. I love this sport so much.
It is an exciting sport to watch.
Fucking oath, because it's so quick.
Yeah.
We love quick.
Not as fun to play. It's all right.
It is fun to play. It's only fun to play when you win.
Oh, absolutely. Losing sevens is not fun.
And if you are a chronic vapor and super unfit and like talk yourself out of the gym every day and runs, it makes it very hard. I think I've officially retired from sevens.
Yeah, look.
I've retired from all physical
It was all
activity.
great. Continue the good work. Are the comm games still going? I don't know. Probably.
Potentially.
I think they must be. Yeah, I think they're still going.
So if we can just get another 2 medals, raise the bat 50 golds.
I think we were on 42 golds.
I thought you said 48.
Don't think so.
Great, I've lied to everyone.
Um,
And if any of the Olympians are
42.
listening... Well,
We need
okay,
8
I
more.
take that back. Olympians, we're going to need 8.
8 more golds.
8 more golds, please. That's it. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
And next
England
week...
is coming second and they've only got 31 golds.
It sounds like we've got this.
I think we've definitely got this.
But it'd still be nice to get the 50 gold.
It would be lovely to raise the bat at the comm games. Actually, I think the cricket is in the comm games.
I think it is. Someone was telling me that a grenade went off at a T20 game
Oh my God.
the other day. I don't know where it was. I don't know who was playing. But yeah, like people were injured, potentially killed. I'm like, can we not do that, please?
Oh my God. Let's
that-
not ruin sport.
Don't ruin sport.
That's like
grenade,
the one pure thing left in the world.
And grenades in general, like, can we put them away?
Yeah. Who's got grenades?
Who's got grenade? I'm guessing it might have been a third world country. But like,
Yeah,
but
let's
still, like, can we not?
Yeah.
Sport is pure. Like, actually, just life in general is pure. But like, can we, put the
Sport
grenades away?
particularly.
Yeah, sport particularly. No fucking grenades at the cricket, please. Because I would like to go back to a cricket game.
And I don't want grenades there.
Fuck that.
Because I tell you what, as you may not remember, but we went to the Ashes. And a grenade would have fucking ruined that day.
A grenade would have ruined. Like, I got severely like sunburn on my neck, and I thought that could have maybe brought down the good times, great memories. It didn't. I wasn't letting anything dull my sparkle that day.
A grenade potentially would
A
have.
grenade really would have fucked it up. And I don't know if we've mentioned, but we're fat and slow. So like, especially me, I would be the first to go in a grenade launch fire.
Also, I wouldn't have fucking even noticed. I would have not been... There could have been people yelling and I probably would have been like, oh, they're enjoying the cricket. You know? Like, initially... You know, like if someone saw someone about to set it off and they're yelling to warn everyone.
We're too busy playing the
have
fucking trivia with the boys behind us, and we're like, oh, what have we missed?
And we're looking at, like, did someone get a ton and we've missed?
Uzi's got his ton finally, and then like the members stand is like collapsing behind us.
Oh, no.
That would have been awful.
That would have been awful.
Anyway, I hope there was no deaths in that. All right, should we quickly talk about the week that was?
Yeah.
Because Peter has to go to work.
Yes, we are.
Now, I just want to preface it. I only watched the Roosters and the Knights game because I was working. So if there's anything that you can remember from the week, you dive in. But you also have terrible memory. Chooks defeated Manly 20-10. We loved that. We knew that was going to happen.
Suwali, I don't think scored though. And I think like
Suwali,
everyone had that in their multi.
yeah, we had 2 or more, which was unfortunate. But no, it was like one of the halves kicked for him. He leapt and he just dropped it over the line. It would have been one of the greatest tries of all time. It pissed me off when Smalley scored in like the last couple of minutes because I was like, boys. Daniel Tupou had an absolute barnstorming rip snorter of a game.
Yes.
He played so
Man of the
well.
match, absolutely.
He was tremendous. Wep of the week. Storm defeated the Warriors 24-12.
No idea what I was doing, but I wasn't watching this.
Didn't watch it. Upset 34-10. Eagles defeated the Panthers. Now we like that.
We do.
I wish we tipped them, but
Oh, me too. My dad tipped them, and like, look, we came on this show last week and we were like, it could go either way. We knew that,
yeah, we predict stuff.
but we didn't tip the right way.
And that happened. Oh, obviously,
Look, it just happens.
it happens. Broken fingers, silly tackles. It was something crazy was bound to happen. I know exactly what I was doing on Friday. Now I was at my parents' house watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so I definitely wasn't watching the football.
I did watch this game. I just can't really
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Saturday, Raiders defeated the Titans 36-24.
Saturday's always a write-off. Not watching footy.
Love that. Sharks defeated the Bunnies. Apparently this was a good game.
I did watch this one.
Okay, here we go. Sharks at the Park in the dark.
Sharks in the Park in the dark. Sadly, the whole chicks tipping fucking listened to us this week. I was certain that I was going to get a tip up on a few people because I was like, they're not going to listen to us again.
No one.
Bunnies were the favourite, and I'm like, our comp loves to back favourites. I'm going to get a tip up here, and then I'm like, fuck, they will listen to us. Anyway, it was a great game. So close.
Came down to the wire.
Yeah, Sharks are up. Bunnies score one late. Golden Point. They play a whole end of Golden Point. Latrell has 3 strikes at a field goal.
I did see that.
Time. Nico Hines has one go, misses that, fucking clutches the next one. Oh.
He's a hot boy.
This is what I was at Hannah and Michael's watching this one. I was like,
oh, yes, I saw that, yep.
Thank God they won, because I wasn't going to be happy with another tip wrong.
Well, you were happy until you checked the Chicks tipping comp and you're like, oh my God, upset of the round.
Yeah.
Tigers defeating the Broncos 32-18. Now, I wish I did watch this.
I did, but again, I was literally like a couple hours post-concussion, so...
We can't remember. All I want to say about this is I hope the Broncos are bringing the same attitude tonight.
Yeah, bring that loser attitude.
Bring the loser attitude. Please, don't you dare fucking break anyone's femurs, tibs, fibs or whatever in our team, because we are playing finals football. And we'd like all of our men. It matters for us. But shout out to the Tigers and the Andersons and the Walklates. They'd all be very happy with that.
They would.
I did watch the first Sunday game. Doggies defeating the Knights 24-10. We picked that.
Yeah, I watched about half of that.
Carraz had a rip snorter. Love that. Purnell's.
No, he was in Sydney at a family day. I went to the Wildfires family day at ABC.
Oh, I miss the ABC.
Yeah, I've been there a bit late. It's quite nice.
Well, as the weather warms up, I feel like we go back.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What was your margin for that? What did you put?
Oh, fuck.
I put 10, which is close enough for me. I'm pretty happy with that.
I can't remember. And
you would have either put 8 or 12 because it's always too different.
I'll double check that with you after. I can't remember. But Carraz had an absolute blinder. He got a hat trick, which was fantastic because we had him in our multi the week before and he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're not bothered. We'd love to see that. Addo Carr had a great game. So did Burton. Knights need to lift. Cowboys defeated the Dragons.
Wait, speaking of the Knights, have you heard about all the Clemmer drama?
Oh my God, yes. Apparently he abused a trainer in that game and now they're kind of like, there's the door, brah. Like, we're not really happy with...
But then, I don't really know the story too well. I was listening to another podcast and they were saying that the Eels tried to pick up Clemmer and then the Knights were like, no, you can't have him.
Because he's still got another year on his contract.
Yeah, and now they're doing all this fucking hullabaloo.
To get rid of him.
Yeah, and I'm like...
Yeah, because they were trying to race... Para were trying to race to get him before that deadline, whatever it is, August 1st. And actually, can I just bring up one quick NRL thing? I know we're on a tight deadline, but did you see all the hullabaloo about the grand final potentially being moved to Suncorp?
Yeah.
Because Dom Peretitz... Sorry, I've been just... He had made promises to, like, upgrade all these, like, shitty fields that we don't care about, but went and did it to a core, which is what the Bunnies, like, the one that's out in the fucking sticks. And now Volandis, big boss gangster Volandis, is basically like, well, you know what? If you want to do this, I'm gonna take your grand final off you.
Yeah.
Which I'm not like, look, I can't go to the grand final this year, but I don't want it to go north.
No. And like, how often are Queensland teams even in the grand final, honestly?
Well, we do have 2 in the top.
I know, but rarely. Like, this is an anomaly.
Yeah,
not now. I mean, back in the day, yeah.
But this isn't like a normal thing. And I don't expect it to be a thing.
No.
Moving forward.
I don't understand why it's not... I reckon whoever gets into the grand final first, whoever qualifies for the grand final first, you get to pick what ground it's at.
That would be lovely.
And like, yes, you can't pick a tiny ground because it's got to fit lots of people.
Yeah, it's like at fucking Shark Park or something.
Yeah. So, the Sharks and they're like, yeah, Shark Park, thanks.
Or it's in Canberra. Ooh, who's going there?
Yeah, but like, you got to pick a stadium that's like reasonably sized.
Yeah.
But whoever's closest to you, big enough.
I don't know why that hasn't been a talking point.
Well, I don't know, like, because that's what I was thinking about, like, our grand final. I'm like, where's my grand final played?
Where was it played when you were in it last time?
Fucking Southern Districts, which is a club that's not even in the...
All right.
Not even in
Was that the first year?
Yeah.
Maybe there wasn't enough organising in it.
Well, it wasn't the first year of the Jack Scott Cup, though. Correct. That's been going for a long time.
Yeah, but the women's, I mean. But still,
No,
it should just
the
be...
women's.
Oh, Jesus.
Women's has been going for ages. We only just entered it 3 years ago.
Correct. Sorry. I just think the world revolves around us.
No, yeah, so they're like out. We were in like a Div 2 and then Div 1 grand final were all at Southern Districts, which was like...
Where did the boys play? Probably some laddie.
No idea.
Probably a core.
No idea.
Let's move the girls to number 2 because that benefits us.
Yeah, let's play at fucking McDonald Jones.
Yeah. Volandis. I know you have nothing to do with the Jack Scott, but I feel like he could pull some strings. Yeah, but anyway, that's devastating.
That's so far out of the way.
Speaking of Queensland teams that are in the top 8 and could potentially be playing in a grand final, Cowboys defeated the Dragons 34-8. Apparently Ben Hunt had an absolute shocker of a game.
I was doing my groceries.
I was at work. I watched the first bit, watched the end. I just remember getting to work and seeing the score and being like, whoa, that's blown out since in that fucking half an hour
That's not
drive.
surprising because the results of Dragons games tend to rely heavily on whether or not Ben Hunt plays well.
Yeah, and just from all reports, he didn't.
Exactly. So if he's not playing well, that's pretty much that the team's not playing well because he's the only one that really does anything.
But anyway, we like to see that because we want all those losers out of the top 8.
Yes.
Any more to touch on there?
No.
Chicks leaderboard update, please.
The Chicks leaderboard. We have movement.
We do have movement. I almost sent a screenshot to the girls, but I thought,
and
don't be
before I give the positions away, I just want to say, me and Kreb are the only ones with green arrows pointing up. We were the only ones on the move this week.
So when we talk about movement, again, it does revolve around
It was
us.
just us. Anyway, now we have Liz still in first place, so she didn't move. But I'm now coming second.
Yay!
And Bell's coming third. And Kreb is in fourth.
I've overtaken Annika.
She's overtaken Annika, which is hilarious because Annika's 5 is actually due to a malfunction.
Why?
She thought... It's like she either missed the Storm game, like didn't tap it or something.
Yeah.
Because on it, it's just got a tick on the Storm, but it's grey.
Ooh. Come on, girls, you got to be better.
And it didn't give it to her. So, look, you snooze, you lose. Nah, sorry, Annika.
No. I stand 100% stand
but now,
by that.
Krebs overtaken, so
I love that.
things are getting a bit heated. And we're slowly pinching in on Liz. We're getting closer.
We're coming for you, Snitchy.
Yeah.
So we love to see that. Let's do a really quick one of these.
Come on.
Star?
Oh, star. Don't know. Fuck.
Look, I'm just going to give my star to the weather the last time. I'm doing a Peter, I'm giving it to the weather because it's been tremendous.
You know what? I'm going to give it to my cancellation the other day, so I got to come and have some watermelon in your backyard in the sun.
Oh my God, we didn't even touch on that. But yes, Peter came to my house and we sat in the sun. I feel sorry for Peter because I was baking my body and I looked like a big fucking slug out in the backyard. I wasn't getting dressed for her. But also shout out to Peter because you're going to also get a star because Max had run off with my vape underneath the house and didn't come back out with it. And I was like, oh, God. And I was like full convinced. I'm like, I'm getting the Nicorette gum. I'm off them forever. Peter found it in my backyard for me.
I know. We were just sitting there talking and then I looked over and there's just this fucking vape that's appeared again.
And we're like, quick, jump on that. Marge?
Marge, probably the concussion, eh?
Yeah.
That was Margie.
I can't...
Or the HelloFresh dude that stole the box.
Yeah, fuck him. That's... Actually, I'm going to give my Marge to fucking Dinnerly because I just don't like it. And I probably won't be cooking the stuff that I'm
My
eating
Dinnerly, when I got it, was okay, but not as good as HelloFresh.
HelloFresh separated into bags, so I know exactly what I'm using for that. I've got like 18 carrots in my...
There's so much more admin with Dinnerly.
Oh, there's 18 carrots, there's fucking 2 tomatoes. I'm like, I'm not going to be using any of these.
Yeah.
So, sorry, you're getting my Marge. Run through the tips?
Yeah, let's go.
Tonight we got Broncos, Roosters. I'm going the
Obviously
Roosters.
the Roosters flog them.
We love that.
Storm versus the Titans.
Storm.
Yeah, naturally. Manly versus Eels. I've gone Manly.
I think I went Manly too.
Yeah. No Moses. I think that'll make a difference. It's our margin game. I've gone by 8.
I think I went 12.
Ooh, more than 2 apart. Rabbitohs versus Warriors.
Bunnies,
Rabbitohs,
yeah.
obviously. Raiders versus the Panthers. I've tipped the Raiders.
We've gone smoky.
I've got Smokey.
We've gone smoky and gone the Raiders.
Yeah, we're at the time of the comp where you kind of need to make it or break it. And hopefully this can help me make it.
This is ours.
Panthers are short price favourites, but no Cleary, no Luai.
And Raiders are only paying $2.25.
Yeah.
For a team that's come in 9th, that's not like fucked.
Yeah.
Sharks, Dragons.
Sharks at the park in the dark.
Thank you,
We know
Peter.
that. Bulldogs, Cowboys.
Boo.
Cowboys. Yes.
Last game, we've got the Tigers taking on the Knights.
On the Tigers.
Up the Tigers, because we love them.
We do. We do.
All right, we've got a Penthouse multi. We got 9. So the week before last, we got 10 from 15, and then we got 9 from 16 last week. So this could be the one.
We're getting close. Rightio. First game, we got Roosters head-to-head with Teddy to score a try.
Then we got Storm head-to-head with David Nofaluma on debut.
Then we've got Cooler and Gutherson to score a try in the
Parrot
next
game.
game.
We got South and Kaloa Matangi to score.
In the Raiders game, we've got Corey Harawira Naira and Viliami Kikau.
Then we've got Sharks at the Park in the Dark with Ramey and Anytime.
Next up, we've got Addo Carr and Jeremiah Nanai to score.
And in the last game, we're going to go Hot Boy Dane Laurie and Hot Boy Dom Young.
Yes.
And what is that going to get us?
It's going to get you $48,491.69.
Love it. Anyway, this has been so much fun, but we've got to bounce.
Yeah.
Bear!
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.